Craig, first of all, can you give us an update on Chris Collins? Is he going to be fit to play?
Unfortunately not. He came in yesterday to be assessed by the medical team, and he took a stud mark on the top of his foot, and he's got bone bruising. The reason that we waited another day was he improved quite a lot between Sunday and Monday, and there was a small chance he would have the same improvement again. But we spoke to last night, and there hadn't been much of an improvement at all. So, unfortunately, he becomes the third withdrawal.
Are you quite happy with your squad then as it stands? Does his withdrawal affect maybe your starting lineup at all?
It might have, yeah. It might have. He's quite quickly establishing himself as one of the key players within the group. What that will mean, of course, is that somebody else will need to take his place. What is hugely encouraging for me is that the quality of the group as a whole is such now that the drop-off isn't significant at all, and that, so arguably some of the players who won't start tomorrow could be feeling a little bit hard done by, thinking that they were as good as or playing as well as some of the guys who are starting.
In particular this game, what do you hope to get out of it being the last friendly before the qualifiers?
Well, I deliberately picked a tough fixture. Looking at the games, looking at where we are, I felt that coming into playing two competitive matches at home against Czech Republic and Lithuania, it would be good for us to play somebody of a standard that was comparable to, in particular, the Czech Republic. So I picked a tough game. We're a year down the line from the game we had against Sweden, and in my eyes we've moved on enormously from where we were a year ago. I can never guarantee anything in football with regard to results, but I will guarantee that our players will be playing at the absolute top limit of their efforts in this match, and have great confidence that we'll play very well.
How important is a win tomorrow night?
I'd love to win, and that's the intention. As I said to you, I can't guarantee anything with regard to score lines. I will guarantee that we'll play well tomorrow.
Given the two competitive matches that are coming up and the tough ones, is tomorrow night a match for more experiment, or are you kind of trying to consolidate what's been done in the last year?
Consolidation is a good word. What I'm establishing just now is a group that's extremely difficult to get into. A group, I want it to be really tough to get in the squad, and even harder to get a starting jersey. This is where I feel we have improved, is that the quality of the squad, the type of players that we have in the squad, their current form, and including obviously the way they played last season, and the rate that the players are improving gives me great encouragement about this group. It makes my job a hell of a lot easier.
How pleasing was it to see Goodwillie and Miller both scoring in their debuts for the new clubs?
Yeah, I mean, again, I look at where we are. Kenny has been brilliant, absolutely brilliant for me, and for Scotland. And the interesting thing now is that we got training yesterday, and without me saying anything to Kenny takes part in training session. We have Craig McHale-Smith and Goodwillie, who were both on fire yesterday in training, and he must be saying to himself, "Wait a minute, we've got some competition," and that's what I want. I want the whole team looking at other players in training, and thinking, "He's a good player," and that's what makes me a little bit happy. The fact that I can see good players getting added to the squad, players who are in the squad looking at the players that are coming in, thinking, "Yeah, he's going to help us." And any striker scoring goals, that's what they do, that's what they thrive on. And particularly Kenny's had quite a difficult time getting out of Turkey and getting back into Cardiff, and by all accounts on Saturday he worked his socks off, and so many times he does that and doesn't get a reward, and he got a goal on Saturday, and that goal's crucial for him to settle him down and make him feel that he's adding value to the Cardiff team. And it helps his manager, and he's signed him, and he, just justify one game. He almost justifies why he's brought him to the club. And Goody's just, okay, it was a friendly match against Blackburn, but he's a goal scorer, and he'll do that at whatever level. Again, he's another one who's improving enormously.
So there's a big chance for him tomorrow night to show what you can do at international level?
Who, sorry?
Goodwillie.
Are you trying to pick my team for me again? No, Kenny will start the game tomorrow. We've got, that we've got an established system, and we're one match away from playing against the Czech Republic. So I won't be, you might see Goodwill, you might see Mikael Smith on the pitch at some point during the game, but and I do plan on making changes as the match wears on, maybe giving an opportunity to some other players, but Goodwill might be one of those. But at this minute in time, it's very difficult for me to tell you who's definitely going to appear. I mean, it's so much dependent on injuries and that type of thing.
Your last nominal home game was at the Emirates. You've got 3 games in Dublin. Now you've got 3 games at Hampden Park. How important is the national stadium and the comfort of the home factor? That's
a good question, because we haven't had that back in the, if any of you were at the Spain game, last year, being part of that, the hairs on the back of your neck stand up when the country really gets to Hampden and gets behind the team, and that is something that we haven't had. I think so. We're going to get the benefit of those supporters behind us. This is the first game, obviously, is a friendly game, and what's at stake isn't as important as the other 2 matches after that. But it will be good for the players to get back into Hampden, to experience the environment again, and very quickly after that get another 2 games. And I know we do well in this match on tomorrow night, and it just lifts the crowd a little bit. And every inch we can get them up, then we get return on that when the matches start for real.
Craig, just going on what you said there about the fitness of the players, and obviously some at a different level. Do you expect the guys in the SPL and the guys in the Championship to be a bit more up to speed?
The players aren't robots, and myself, when I played in the long distant past, was a slow starter. It took me a month of playing competitive games to get up to speed. Some guys are on fire as soon as they step on the pitch in the first pre-season match, and other guys just take time. And so you can add loads of little different things into the mix. Have they moved club when they've got uncertainty? Are they looking for a house? Is their family not settled somewhere? There's so many different variables, and some will be up to speed, others won't be up to speed. Some of the Premier League guys in Scotland will have played some competitive games, but not actually got into their stride yet. It's hard to say exactly where everybody is.
You always have to take that into account.
I do, yeah, I take it into account, but at the same time, we're aiming now for playing in September, and probably the most vital game Scotland's had for a long time. And this game might help some of the players. It might be that some of the players need to play in this game, to know that they're going to be part of what's coming up in September. So it's not just the form. That's when it comes to September and the first game. Then there's, I'll be looking very closely at who's at the top of their game.